Hey everybody, Colin Slattery here. Let me ask you, what if your next home wasn't just a house, but the spark that started your next big adventure? That's exactly what the Cypress model is here in the Devonshire Community in Forney, Texas. A place with a pool, schools, and a deal you wish you'd found sooner. I'm thrilled to walk you through this stunning home today. Plus, I've got a key tip for buyers at the end, so definitely stay tuned. Let's dive in. All right, so we're stepping into the Cypress model at Devonshire. Like I mentioned, it's built by History Maker Homes, who've been crafting homes for over 75 years. I actually had the opportunity, as I was walking through these new construction homes, to meet the builder himself, and he was a really cool guy. He shared a lot of really cool things about some of the technology that they're going to be implementing in these homes. Things like switches that you can replace really easily without having to take the whole thing apart, to some of the upgrades that they'll be putting in the homes, whether it's countertops, backsplash, cabinets, all that stuff. They're going to be adjusting all of that. They have some really cool stuff coming down the line. Now, this home is a 2-story. It's got 2,800 plus square feet, again, depending on what add-ons you choose and stuff like that. It has 4 bedrooms in this model and 3 bathrooms. And it has a 2-car garage. Now, we can't see the 2-car garage today because that's where the new home specialist is working off to my left there. However, it does come with a 2-car garage, and it's priced starting in the mid 300s, which I thought was really good. But here's the big deal. They are offering an incredible fixed rate right now if you choose to buy with them through their lender, and some buyers could potentially score a USDA loan. So that's pretty awesome. I was right off the bat when I walked into these homes and started talking to the new home specialist, I was like, man, my buyers need to hear about this. So if you're looking for a 3-bedroom or you need that extra 4th, drop it in the comments below. Let me know what kind of home you're looking for. Again, this one is a 4-bedroom, really nice home. Now, we're walking into what I think is the crown jewel of the home. That is the open living room connected to the kitchen and dining room. Everybody keeps asking me for open concept living. And if you could have a dining room, kitchen, and living room like this, wouldn't you want it? And again, affordable too. Look at the cabinets, look at the countertops, look at that seating area right near the countertops, all energy efficient stuff in there, gas appliances. It's definitely a showstopper. I was really impressed when I walked through this home. In fact, I didn't even walk this home before I did the walkthrough with the video. I just decided to roll with it. And as I walked through it, I stopped multiple times and just, you can see even the break in the video, I had to stop and just look at it. I was in awe. So we're going to go over to the primary suite here. We're going to check out this closet here. Again, nice touch. They actually have a sign on the wall that says count all the closets that you see. I'm not going to go through every single one of them, but I will tell you that this home has a ton of closet space. This is the primary suite. It's big, definitely big enough to fit probably a king size bed in here, definitely a queen or a full. Has plenty of natural light coming through those windows. And then what was really impressive is this ensuite bathroom, full shower, full bathtub, commode, good sized closet, everything you need. And then the cabinets carrying on through the rest of the home from the kitchen really looked really nice. Now, a lot of my buyers aren't just asking for open concept living. They're not just asking for affordability. They're not just asking for 3 or 4 bedrooms. They're also asking for a home that has a bedroom, particularly the primary suite, on the first floor. Now, if this is you, comment below. Let me know if you're looking for a home that has the primary suite on the first floor. I know a lot of folks have been asking about this from me in particular, so I'm just curious generally what people think about that and if that's something that you need. So as we go back into the living space, I just want you to take this all in. Now you can see the loft space upstairs that overlooks the living room and kitchen. We're going to get up there here soon, but I just wanted to point that out, that you have full vaulted ceilings in this one. It's really an incredible look. And then you can see the kitchen again. You can see the dining room. Guys, I was super impressed. And I know I say that in a lot of videos, but this home, I actually wasn't going to video originally. And then the new home specialist was like, you have to video this home. You're going to love it. Your buyers are going to love it. And so I walked through it, and truthfully, it's like one of the best homes that I've seen. We're gonna go outside to the backyard. Now, full disclosure, there are 2 models on this lot, so you can't see where the boundary is to that one over there. However, I'm just gonna give you an overall view of what the backyard looks like. As I was walking back there, I know it's hard to see on camera, but it is a generous sized lot. Not super big where it's too much maintenance, but it's not super small where you couldn't put a small pool in, playground set, even a nice fire pit as we saw on those 3rd acre lots that we looked at a few weeks ago. But overall, it was a great feel, great touch. I liked it a lot. And we're gonna go over to the other side. And if you want to have an idea of where the boundary line is, again, this isn't definitive. This is why you get a survey with the property, but it's probably roughly to the left of this shadow as we turn the corner here. So just kind of bisects those 2 homes there. So that just gives you a good idea. And then you have the AC down there as well. So one other thing I just want to remind everybody, for those of you that maybe aren't familiar with Forney too much, keep in mind that it's on the east side of Dallas. You're outside Dallas a little bit, still technically a part of Dallas, but you're outside of it, which is nice because you're able to get more affordable homes. You're able to be outside of the hustle and bustle of the city, still being within 20 minutes of anywhere in Dallas that you need to get to, and between 20 and 30 minutes probably to the airport or so. So keep in mind, we've got H-E-B coming in here. We've got Costco. There's a ton of investment that's happening in this area, and the homes are super affordable right now. So definitely consider Forney. Consider these model homes that we're walking through. We're going to go upstairs. I'm going to show you that second crown jewel. There are 2 for this home. The first one was the downstairs living space. The second one is this upstairs loft space that overlooks the downstairs. Now, I really like spaces like this because you're able to gather in multiple parts of the home, whether you want to be upstairs or you want to be downstairs, or you want some people upstairs, some people downstairs. You have multiple options, and they're all really still connected with this overlook of the downstairs of the home. So I really like this. If you're afraid of heights, I apologize because I do tilt down here. Just wanted to give you kind of a perspective from the upstairs to see what that loft area looks like looking down into the rest of the home. We're going to walk into the first bedroom up here. Now, I do want to point out that you could make this a suite if you wanted to. Put a door there where we just walked through, and then you have a closet, you have this bathroom and the bedroom next door. Or you can leave it open, accessible to the rest of the people using the loft. It's totally up to you, but there is that option if you wanted to do something like that. We're going to go into this bedroom right now. I thought it was really good size. When I walked in there, I felt that you could probably put a queen size bed in there if you wanted to, while still being able to put any furniture that you want in there. Plenty of light coming through in that big window. Has a really good sized closet, which really led me to believe that this would fit really well as a suite if you wanted to. But if you don't, totally fine. It's your option. It's going to be your home. We're going to walk back out into the loft area, but another thing I wanted to point out again is that there's more closet space, especially for that bathroom right there. You could put towels. You could put games for the loft area. It's totally up to you. A lot of options. So as I mentioned, I didn't walk through this home before I started videotaping just because I really wanted to encounter it just like you are right now. I think this home is pretty cool. This bedroom in particular seemed like it was allowing a ton of light into it, which made it feel really big, as well as just very homey. I could definitely see this being a really good office, or a bedroom, or a guest bedroom, or a craft room, or whatever you want to do in it. It's got a lot of options. And then it has something I haven't seen in a while, which is a Jack and Jill bathroom. So it has a sink there, as you just saw, the shower to the right, a little sitting area. The commode is off to the right, and then another sink off to the left here. We're going to turn around and show you the closet space for that bedroom that we just came through. It's pretty good size as well. Plenty of room to store your clothes, any other items that you have. Again, if it was an office, definitely room for office supplies and stuff like that. And then there are dueling closets on either side of that sitting area as well. And then this is going to take us back out to the loft area. One point I want to make here, check out these blue cabinets. Again, they carried this throughout the home, which I thought was a really cool touch. Sometimes you see that they'll change the cabinet colors and stuff like that. And certainly if you go to the design center, it's totally up to you what you choose. but I really like when they carry the colors throughout. We'll go into the last bedroom here upstairs. So this last bedroom here, really good size again, only has one window, which the other bedrooms had two. That was kind of the only distinguishing factor that I saw. I think it's a little bit smaller than the other two. Not a big deal, especially if you're going to make it an office or something like that. If you don't need a ton of room, I thought it was sufficient. This closet space was decent sized too. You also have access to your crawl space there as well. So yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's not bad. So we're going to head back out of this room, back to the loft area, and I just want to highlight one more time how impressed I was with this builder, the fact that they took the time to explain some of the things that they're wanting to do with these properties, some of the ways that they're making them not just affordable, but also a particular product that people want to buy. And I feel like they really dialed that in. I noticed that a lot of the boxes that my buyers have were really being checked as I walked through this home. Open concept living. You have the primary suite on the first floor, energy efficient, gas, plenty of things that a lot of people want. So if you liked this home, definitely like this video. Comment below and tell me what your favorite part was. And just keep in mind that there are 13 move-in ready homes in this community. They have an incredible interest rate that they're offering through their lender. And if you want to go see this, feel free to reach out to me. My number's in the description below. Definitely remember to comment, like, subscribe, and follow me for more.